Let's make some homemade tomato paste. Why not? So to make this even simpler, we're doing it in a crock pot. Okay, the crock pot idea didn't work. You know what? I skipped a step. Hold on. I have a bunch of tomatoes. I'm going to cut off the end. This is a core. I'm just putting the juice in here. We're still keeping that. Just squeeze it in there. Squeeze. And then slice the rest of this up. Yeah, there's football in the background because you know what? It's playoff season. Yeah. We're not adding water to this. Tomatoes have a lot of water. They're gonna cook in their own juices. Every hour or so, I come and just give a little stir. I have a timer set for 4 hours. It could take 6 hours. It could take 8. Who knows? Let's find out. I tried doing this in the crock pot for 6 to 8 hours. So, you know what? Just go with the pot. It's gonna be much easier and faster. I move it to a pan, brought it to a boil, and now we're gonna let it simmer and we're gonna stir every 20 to 30 minutes. These tomatoes have rendered down to about half of the amount. Remember, I started out with 30 pounds of tomatoes. This is what I got left. And there's still a lot of juice in there, but I'm using Roma tomatoes because that's all we had around. So we're gonna turn the heat off and remove this from the heat and let it cool before we put it in the blender. Now let's pour our tomatoes in this pan. Can you believe that was 6 pounds of tomatoes? Those really rendered down. And we're wanting to get this, you know what? I skipped a step. Hold on, let me get out my blender. All right, we're just gonna blend this. Now we're gonna put it on the pan. Now you're just gonna smooth this. We want a 1/2 inch to a 1 inch layer. The thicker it is, the longer it's gonna cook. This is not gonna yield us a lot of tomato paste because we use, like I said, Roma tomatoes and they have a lot of water in them. We'll put these in the oven at 225 and it'll take however long it takes. I will show you as we go. I'll check it every 30 minutes. Nowhere near done, but we're going to scrape the edges and the sides because those cook the fastest. It's gonna take quite a bit of time longer. Okay, back in the oven it goes for another hour. It's only been 30 minutes, but I can smell it. And I wanna take it off the edges again and keep mixing it up. We're getting there. I am very curious to see how much tomato paste we actually get from this 6 pounds of tomatoes. Roma tomatoes. That's what we had at our little small town store. Back in the oven he goes. I think I'm gonna stop it right here. Well, I mean, it's starting to burn and I don't want the burn pieces. I'm gonna let it cool to room temperature. I'm gonna put this on a different pan so it cools faster and not scrape the parts that are burnt. All right, we're just gonna spread this around and let it cool a little bit faster because this pan is not hot. So we're just gonna take our 2-ounce cups with our cooled tomato paste, put a lid on it, and get these all bundled up. They're gonna go in this Ziploc baggie and go in the freezer. And anytime you want a tablespoon or 2, pull one out. There you go, all done. So after all of that work, I ended up with 14 tablespoons of tomato paste from 6 pounds of tomatoes. Anyway, they're individually done, and in this, unless you have a big giant garden and have a bunch of tomatoes, next time you open a jar of tomato paste, you don't eat it all, sure, take what's left, put it in a container, and put it in the freezer. This costs a whole lot more than just buying a can of tomato paste, in my opinion. And I got something else coming up right over here. All right, everybody, have a blessed night. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you want to. Have a blessed night.